is up, podcast? What is up, YouTube? And especially my users on Instagram. Love you guys. You guys are going crazy on Instagram, giving me the DMs, loving the show, all the stuff we do. Especially want to thank my Patreon subscribers at the $5 level. You guys are getting some of that stuff in the background that we can only talk about on Patreon. At the $10 level, you guys are sending me questions that you might want me to ask my guests in the future. At the $35 level, you are actually in the stream with us. Right now, I have two beautiful people in the background on stream, the private chat as well, that I'm going to pull in here in a few moments. You could be part of that crew. You could be with us filming the show in the background at the $35 level. Now, if you're a business, one of the tiers you might want to look at patreon.com/raiseflaves is the actual $100 level. That $100 level is going to get you actually announced on the show all the time. So we'll just be announcing your show, whether it's widgets.com or whatever it is. We'll just announce it like crazy at that $100 level tier. So that's something you might want to look at. Patreon.com. Again, thank you so much for supporting that. Patreon.com/raiseflaves. Tonight is the exciting Halloween show, the Halloween Race Flav show. That's right. Halloween's on Monday morning. The whole day. I shouldn't say just morning. I should say like Halloween's usually like evening, right? The whole evening, the whole day. Halloween, we're celebrating today. We're getting into the mood. We're getting into the Halloween spirit, and we've got some killer guests for you. But before I bring on my Halloween guest, I want to make sure that I bring in my special, my actual co-host, Mr. Please welcome. He's been on the show before, Mr. Ramon Works. What's up, Mr.
Sorry.
Not doing the unboxing.
Sorry, I thought this was a different show. I'm not unboxing anything.
No unboxing.
Oh, okay, cool.
You were gonna unbox the Cabbage Patch Kids?
I was. Yeah, it's no. It's the Phantom. It's the Halloween show, so I got the Phantom here. One of my favorite comic characters of all time, right there. The Phantom.
Okay, well we could do that.
Yeah.
The Phantom unboxing, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's for another show. That's for our YouTube channel, Ramon. That's for the YouTube channel.
I thought that was for Patreon. It's only behind the scenes.
That's behind the scenes. Yes. We'll put that into the Patreon level.
Exactly.
So how's it going, sir? How was your day? I didn't get to see you today.
Good. I'm tired. That's all I got. I'm tired.
Yesterday was crazy, right?
Oh, dude, it was insane. Yeah, I streaming all day long yesterday. But George was helping me out in and out, and then me coming back home here and then streaming again for another 2-3 hours. Yeah, it was a long day. So I'm a little tired.
Crazy. Young Nails Glitterthon happened they streamed from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
It's like 7 hours, 8 hours, something like that. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. They streamed for 8 hours, and the phones were going off the hook, man. So
yeah,
whatever you guys were showing was getting people excited. They were calling me like crazy. It was nuts. And then I came on. I had to get home, and then I streamed from 5 to 6:20, and then we jumped into your show and rated your show. So that was crazy.
Oh yeah.
And now here we are again, doing it all over.
Sir.
That's what we do.
Let's keep going.
Yesterday we were in with Mr. Corona. What's up, Mr. Corona? Mr. Corona's in the chat. What's up, Mr. Corona?
What's up, Mr. Corona? What is happening?
Yeah.
Can I be TNT and he'll be just the Wick?
Ooh, John Wick?
No, just the Wick. No John.
Not John Wick, just the Wick.
No, just the Wick.
Damn it. Oh my gosh.
But I want to be TNT.
You want to be Dynamite?
I want to be Dynamite.
I want to be Napoleon Dynamite.
But because I am Dynamite, I'm gonna have a very soft voice. I'm gonna be like, Ray, we gotta fight these guys, and we gotta fight them good. And then you're the one that's like, the opposite. You're the you're the Dynamite when you're talking. You're like, let's go do this. Yeah,
let's crush these foes.
Yeah, but I'm the one that everybody's scared of.
Ah, nice. So you're the quiet one that just destroys everybody.
Yes,
at the end, right?
I speak with a soft voice, but I carry a large stick. See if anybody remembers that one.
That's a movie. That's why I brought you on.
That's a movie.
That's a movie. I won. Did I win? Did I win the prize?
I didn't even know we were doing prizes. What's the prize? Chat. You want prizes?
What the prizes? You want the prizes?
Yeah. Sorry, I am unboxing him, by the way. Sorry.
You are unboxing the Phantom.
Yeah.
In the middle
I had to. I was like, I got to. I love this, dude. Who doesn't like the Phantom? He's a ghost.
You like the Phantom painting polish? Likes prizes. She wants prizes.
Oh, prizes! See, everybody wants prizes.
Polish.
Let's do it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll throw in a prize for you. I'll throw in a prize. It's not gonna be the Phantom. It's not gonna be the Phantom. But I'll give you. I'll mail whoever at the end of the show. Let's do this at the end of the show because we got a show to do, my friend.
We do got a show to do. Are we gonna go
At the end of the show, I'll throw in a prize and we'll do a little giveaway. How about that?
Nice, fantastic. A giveaway from Ramon Works channel in collaboration with Ray's
It's going to be one of these. You, sir, or ma'am, or madam, will get an applause from me. Good job.
Fantastic.
Good job.
Fantastic. You couldn't
That's
win
not
anything
a
better.
that's one of the best prizes I've ever given.
That's the best prize.
Yeah.
Susie Q's in the house. What's up, Susie Q?
Susie Q in the house. How are you, Susie?
Nice, fantastic. All these nail aficionados.
Oh, see, look, Mr. Corona's all like, yeah, that's cool, Ramona. He wants one of my applauses. Mr. Corona, this goes out to you.
There you go. Give him the prize before he wins. Fantastic.
I got you gotta give him a little taste.
Corona.
You gotta give him a little taste of what's to come, you know.
Oh, you're giving him the sample. Fantastic.
Just a little sample. That's all.
A sample clap.
Yeah. Well, the sample clap's more like the sample clap's more like this.
Like a
See, it's very silent. Watch, listen.
Yeah.
Very ASMR.
Ooh, very nice.
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm back. Holy moly. Susie Q, what's up? What's up? Especially, people. We met this guest, the guest that's coming in right now. We met this guest at the show last week, which was the Young Nail Show, the week-long Mastering Acrylic course. We had her here. We were fortunate to have her here for the whole week. She learned so much about acrylic. It's crazy. She's into nails. She's into all kinds of cosmetic stuff and fashion. We'll get into that. Let's bring her on the show. She is a rock star. Please welcome Miss Katie Minnis. What's up, Katie?
Hey, Ray. It's actually Minnis, but
Minnis.
most people say Minus, so it's okay.
I'm giving you a plus for that.
No. I'm gonna give Ray a minus for that. What kind of interviewee goes on there and goes, it's so and so? Oh no. Excuse me, it's wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, you know what? As a co-host, I apologize for my host.
Okay. When I was in school, people would call me Katie the Menace, as in Dennis the Menace.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
People mispronouncing my name and making fun. Like it's all good.
Oh,
that's pretty awesome. That's a cool little. Did you like that nickname, by the way? Growing up.
Yeah, because Dennis the Menace is kind of a shit disturber and a badass. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And he always, Mr. Wilson always, he just never liked them.
That's right.
Oh.
Always causing problems.
Yes, he was.
That's awesome.
Sorry, guys. I really like my new toy here.
Is it fun? Is it fun?
Look.
Ooh, it came with a skull?
Yeah, dude, it's the Phantom. How do you not know the Phantom?
No,
I'm just kidding. I know you.
This is where
this is more of the pop art of the 1930s and 40s. But I love this guy. This guy's freaking awesome. Talk to the animals, and he was a ghost.
Nice. Oh, that's right. What's Mr. Corona's name? Mr. Corona Zabas. All day. Yes, fantastic. Crazy. Awesome. Crazy. So Katie is into all kinds of stuff. She is totally into the movie stuff. She's into The Fly. The Fly is her favorite movie. Is that right, Katie?
What?
Yeah.
Well,
I thought you like that, Ramon.
My favorite movie is probably The Shining, but my top three are The Shining, The Fly, and The Exorcist. Probably.
Oh,
The Exorcist too.
I always talk about this. Whoever knows me, knows that I always talk about this. One of the greatest horror movies is The Exorcist to this day because of when it was made, how it was made, and it still holds up to this day.
It was all practical effects.
Exactly.
Crazy. Yeah.
Exactly.
And in my opinion, I think practical effects. I mean, you can have a marriage of CGI and practical together, but I'm like usually team practical. I find when you overdo it with CGI, it tends to look like a video game, and it's no longer scary. But
100%. Yeah, I agree, and I'm a digital guy.
Yeah, but I mean, like The Walking Dead is a great example of how they kind of marry the two beautifully together. They don't overdo it with the CG, and like the practical effects are amazing. Make the effects amazing. So
It's crazy. So for the unmovie people like me and the people in the chat, practical effects must mean like you actually do the physical effects.
Yeah.
And the CGI is the actual stuff that Ramon does, all the digital stuff.
Yes.
That's crazy. And Katie is an expert at the practical effects because she does actual makeup art. So special effects makeup. Is that correct?
It is. Yeah.
Crazy. Let's check out some of the stuff you do. I'm going to go into your.
Oh, you're going to my page?
I'm going to go to your page. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I had known, I would have posted more stuff.
All right, we're going to give you some time. We'll give you some time. Go ahead.
We'll give you time. Yeah, let me know.
Go ahead and show it. I've got a huge archive of other stuff that I haven't posted, but there's a good amount of stuff on there as well.
Yeah, let us know.
I was checking it out last week, and you got some beautiful work.
I mean, legit stuff, right?
You got some beautiful work. It's freaking awesome. I was checking it out. I was like, it's freaking awesome.
Look at this. Bad grandma.
Now, quick question, though, because I saw the images, and now it was just a tease for me because I want to see it in action. Where can I watch your stuff?
So a lot of this stuff you could probably stream somewhere online. Like some of the stuff is actually, I don't think available in Canada. It's available in the States, but Haunted Hospitals is one show I've worked on. Let's see, Paranormal Survivor, Hotel Paranormal, The Haunted Museum. It's an Eli Roth.
Cool.
Oh, crazy.
Also, I think there's a show. Well, I worked on another Eli Roth show called Urban Legend, and that premieres soon. I think on Discovery Plus. I think.
Nice, crazy.
On that too.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Very awesome.
That's awesome. It looks legit. How did you get into this, Katie? Were you because I was talking to you about going to because we're in the nail business. You know, I've done a lot of school shows, and some of those school shows, they'd be like, "Hey, Ray, do you want to be a judge for the competition?" And some of them would be like hair competitions, or some of them would be like a nail competition. But then they had one category that they'd always ask me to do, which was like these special effects makeup. So these kids are learning inside the cosmetology school how to do special effects makeup, how to do like scars, big old knots on the head, or full on faces of like the stuff you're doing. Is that where you first started, or how did you get into it?
Well, I've always loved horror. Like even as a little kid, watching horror movies, like the classic monster movies, you know, Frankenstein and Dracula. And I was reading like Stephen King books from an early age as well. And I remember when I was in school, when I was little, like in grade 2, we would write little stories, and I would always write stories about vampires or plants that eat people and things like that.
Awesome. And
I don't know, I don't think my teachers ever approached my parents and said, "This is a little odd, you know, like, what is she watching at home?" But and I've just always been artsy, always been into art, and it just made sense. Actually, it was just it was just a good fit for me based on my interests.
That's awesome. Were you going to say something, Ramon?
No.
Oh, cool. No, that's crazy because because you were like, I thought you were going to say something.
No, I was just like, yeah. I was agreeing. That's freaking awesome. Yeah.
That's crazy. No, man, that's awesome. So there any? Well, I don't even know why I said that there would be any interest in, because did you go to like nail school or cosmetology? Canada doesn't have a license in certain areas.
No. So actually, I first went to school for what we call medical aesthetics. So that's, you know, all of the traditional spa treatments that you have: massage, facials, nails, pedicures. But part of the course was also makeup, as well as like laser hair removal and electrolysis and all that. But I worked in the spa industry for a long time in many different capacities. I was a spa therapist, and I was a spa manager, and I also had my own kind of freelance business outside of the spa circuit. So I had my own clientele, and I always enjoyed doing the nails, but I always enjoyed doing the makeup as well. And I just decided to take a break from the spa stuff and pursue makeup exclusively.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, check this out. You're not only into, so she is into the movie stuff, right? She makes crazy people look dead, people look burned, people look like they're all dying but tore up. She does some amazing makeup art as well, like just regular. Check this out. I want to show you guys this real quick. This is her makeup Instagram. Watch this. Look
Oh,
at
yeah. Don't mind my photos of me in my car.
beautiful. Look at those. I mean, these are rock star photos right here. But look at this makeup stuff that you do. I mean, these are like legit studio photo shoots and on-set stuff. It looks like, right?
Yep, some of it's professional photos, some photos I took, some screen grabs from like the monitor on set. That was a kid show I did called Odd Squad.
Odd Squad?
I was department head on that show. I don't know, you guys have kids, if your kids watch Odd Squad.
Caleb, you watch Odd Squad? He'll tell me crazy. Yeah, but damn, I mean, like legit makeup, like beautiful,
legit makeup. Yeah,
beautiful faces. I mean, well, because what I mean is because of my experience in being at the schools and stuff like that. Like those are beginners. You can tell here that you're like not a beginner. You've been doing this a while. You've been on set. You've got some beautiful aesthetics in the eyes and the lips and the way you put everything together. And then that brings it back to your stuff that you do with the scary movie stuff, the spooky stuff, the Halloween stuff that we're talking about. It's like a all around experience on movie sets. You can pretty much, you can pretty much get a gig on any show, right?
Well, that would be great if you could just get a gig on any show you want. I'm
the marketing guy. I can make you sound good.
All right. No, I actually work mostly in TV, mostly non-union, more of the indie world. I am part of both film unions in Toronto, and I've done a lot more union work this past year, but I haven't had the opportunity to do a lot of special effects makeup on the union project. So all of the crazy makeup that you see has all been like indie projects.
Nice.
Which I've actually, really enjoyed because I find I get a lot more creative freedom with the makeups that I do and a lot more input into things on these smaller indie projects. So I get to do a lot more makeup and have a lot more fun, and really just, be really, really creative with what I do. So it's been great.
That's awesome. That's what's great about doing the indie shows. That's why I like this show, because nobody watches. I can do whatever I want. You like that, Ramon? Ramon loves that joke. Fantastic. Mr. Corona wants to know if you do facials. Mr. Corona wants a facial.
I used to do facials, but I don't. But I don't. I don't work in the spas anymore. So it's been more just like makeup and nails these days.
Oh, nice, crazy. And so it sounded like you leaned more towards the makeup and stuff, and most of the makeup art and stuff like that. Recently, has it kind of shifted over to the nails? You've been getting more into nails, or have you always kind of been into nails?
Well, I used to be I was a nail tech years ago before I started my makeup, like my makeup career in film and TV. And I love working in film and TV, but you guys, may or may not know, it can be pretty grueling as far as the hours. A lot of the time you're on set 12, 14, 16 hours a day, full time. And it's just, I love what I do, but I think I'm going to have a stroke if I keep going like this.
It's like total stressful, like total 14-hour crazy days, or what?
Yeah, it can be trying at times. So, I want to continue to do film, but probably more on a part-time basis. And I really want to revisit the nail artist, being a nail tech, which is why I, came to Cali.
Yeah, that's why you're here for a whole week. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Mr. Corona says film and TV is so stressful and time consuming. Yeah, so Mr. Corona is a big star here in Hollywood, so he knows about the stress. Mr. Corona Clubhouse, Joel Saba is the Hollywood guy from Corona, California. He's amazing. Oh man.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, it's long hours, and doing the makeup part is very rewarding and satisfying. But yeah, it can be trying. It can be trying, and I mean, I want to have more of a like work-life balance, I would say. I find, you work all week, and the weekend comes after working on set, and I just essentially fall into a coma pretty much all of Saturday, and then
right when
for the week ahead on the Sunday. So yeah, it's just kind of it's out of balance. I need more balance in my life. Yeah.
Nice. We all do. We all do. It's like a lot of times the thing that makes you the money, that makes you the most money, it takes so much energy out of you that you don't have time to do your passions. And that's what this show's about. The Race Plays podcast, the whole theme is about passion. So if you don't have enough energy to do your passion, sometimes that can drain you even more, right? Kind of takes you out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Going back to like when you were really little, you talked about how you were into a lot of scary movies, like when you were really, really young. How old were you back then when you were watching those?
Oh God. Like 5.
5?
My dad always would put things on the TV that I shouldn't have been watching. But I think I'm grateful for that, because it's made me the person I am today. So I was pretty desensitized at a young age.
Nice. Yeah, you have that experience. You have the visuals, I'm sure, in your head, so that when you're working on somebody, not only do you have your technique, but you also have basically a file, a data inside your head of all these images that you could use, to make some killer stuff. Especially nowadays, the detail on the camera the camera picks up everything, right? It picks up pretty much everything. Back in Texas Chainsaw Massacre days, they could do a kind of semi good job with the makeup and get away with it. Now you guys got to be really on point, right?
And I find too, makeup, as far as just kind of corrective makeup, just for an everyday person, I find when I'm watching a TV show or a film, I find it's just becoming more minimal, and we tend to be going for more of a natural, organic look, because if someone has pancake makeup on, that's going to look horrible these days.
That makes sense. So it's showing so much that you could tell the fakeness. Before, you had to accentuate the fakeness to get it pop on the camera, but now it's showing so much they kind of pull it back.
Exactly.
Kind of natural look.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dang. Does that make sense, Ramon? Am I making sense?
It does. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Doing good.
It's crazy because you would go to a set and the dude would look like Ronald McDonald. It'd be like super bright makeup, but nowadays the camera picks up that natural, that everything so much that you got to pull it back and it's more natural. And I think that anyways, with the movement of social media and everything like that, and kind of that real life kind of thing, a lot of these campaigns, even people want the real thing, right? They don't want to be people are not fooled by the Lamborghini with the hot chick on it, and everybody's gonna get the Lamborghini and the hot chick. Like, they're not fooled by it anymore. They want the real thing, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So you were into into scary movies at a very young age. 5 years old, your dad was showing you. My uncle did the same thing. It was like I was like 6 or 7, just like you, around that age. Showed me all the horror movies: Texas Chainsaw Massacre, freaking all these, every B movie, like Night of the Living Dead, all these crazy old B movies from back in the day. But it had the opposite effect on me. Instead of like liking horror movies now, I'm terrified of everything. Like, I'm afraid of that fly right now that's flying by because of watching The Fly when I was little. Like, I had the opposite effect. I'm like terrified. You can't show me scary movies. I freak out. Like, my wife can't take me to a scary movie. I'll freak out. She can't take me. It's got to be a comedy or I'll freak out. It's like it had the opposite effect on me.
You were traumatized.
I was traumatized. I have
now.
PTSD from the not PTSD, not that bad, but it's just funny. Like I freak out on horror movies. Like I can't. But you see my way back there. There's actually a Nightmare on Elm Street lunchbox back there. You can see that's my lunchbox. Freddy Krueger way back
Was
there.
that your lunchbox from when you were a little boy?
No, that's my lunchbox that I bought my older son when he was like in third grade.
Nice.
But I used to have I mean, I loved Freddy Krueger. I used to have, I owned every single movie. What was there, like 6 of them, Ramon? I had every single one. I had
Yeah.
one through
God.
6.
Yeah.
Like
There was a
like
lot.
The Johnny Depp series, the whole thing.
The Johnny Depp series. Johnny Depp was only in part 1, buddy.
He was only in one.
Yeah, he was only in one.
I
Part
had
1.
them all. So what does Mr. Corona say? I get so scared watching a horror movie now. I toss popcorn in the air. Yeah, Mr. Corona is. If you think I'm frightened, Mr. Corona gets very frightened over the simplest things. He twitches.
So my question would be, what was your first horror movie?
The first horror movie that I ever watched.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't remember, but I'm guessing it was probably the It miniseries, the 90 It.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was probably. I'm guessing that's probably the first horror flick that I watched, and I still prefer that one over the new one.
Yeah. Same here. That definitely has a place in my heart for that one. That's a really, really good one.
Well, no one
my first one.
Curry.
One with Tim Curry, yes, 100%. Ray, what was your first horror movie?
My first horror movie was probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like 1, 2, and 3, and then I watched. My uncle he showed me the Fly. He showed me Fly, the original movie, like the latest one, and then he wanted me to see the real one, like the black and white one. You know the original, like the black and white one.
Yeah.
He showed me that one, and then he immediately took me and showed me Eddie Murphy Raw. So ever since then, I've been telling jokes. I don't know, bad jokes, but I mean, that's what happened.
I'm like, that's a weird combo. It's like, okay, we're gonna watch The Fly, and then we're watching Eddie Murphy's Raw.
Yeah,
it's like, well, which was the real horror movie here?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's how crazy my uncle was. He would show me all kinds of crazy stuff. And then my dad would be in the background like, why are you showing him that stuff?
I mean, yeah.
I was just going to say, so which one do you prefer, Ray? The original Fly from 1958 or the 86 Jeff Goldblum?
I like the sci-fi-ness of the newer one.
Yeah.
But I like the darker, more like kind of in those days, like it seemed to creep up on you, like the camera angles or the way the lighting was. It seemed like more terrifying. It kind of like I don't know, what do you call that? Like it
Suspense.
kind of a suspension. Yeah, it would suspend you more. I don't know why. It would suspend.
Did you just say suspension?
Suspension, like on a car, and then suspend you, and then suspend.
I was like, I think it was the wrong kind of suspense.
I got all the words. I can bring them all in.
Cool.
In. The
Cool,
Fly
cool.
also. There was also part 2 and 3. Yeah, there was. Yeah, Jeff. What's your favorite, Katie? What was your favorite?
You know, I enjoyed both. I mean, obviously the 80s Cronenberg version, you know, from a makeup effects standpoint was like, you know, blew my mind, and they won an Oscar that year. But I like the original too. I mean, I'm a big like Turner Classic movie fan. I love older movies as well. But I think for the time, I mean, the movie starts off, the original, with the guy getting his head pressed in the hydraulic press, which is pretty like brutal for the 50s, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, that movie was still jarring and kind of terrifying in its own unique way. So I like both.
Yeah, we'll talk about the practical effect. Like in those days, you had the clamp where you put the guy's head in it. With the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you had a chainsaw that terrified you every time you turned it on. You were limited in what you could do. Now you can do CGI. You can create things that are scary. But in those days, you would use a pitchfork. You would use lighting. You would use practical things that just terrified, everyday things that you would see, and they would take them and it would terrify you. A hijacker, those Texas tornado films were in the 60s or 70s, and there was a lot of people hitchhiking at those times, right? So when the guy gets picked up and they're hitchhiking, and all of a sudden he's like this crazy dude, and he stabs himself in the leg all weirdly for no reason, like those kind of things, like those everyday things, kind of terrified you. It's kind of trippy.
Oh, for sure. But I think sometimes too, less is more. Sometimes it's what you don't see that's even more terrifying, or keeping things more minimal but realistic is more terrifying than a lot of the time, like the gruesome blood and gore, head slashing, Saw type of movies. But different strokes for different folks, right?
No, it's perfect example would be I mean, it's not a horror movie, but Reservoir Dogs, with that scene where he gets his ear cut off.
Yeah,
it's a perfect example, because I mean, he starts coming into the guy to kind of tear his ear off, and all of a sudden the camera just kind of pans away, and all you hear is just the what's happening and the screaming, and you're like, what is happening? And then all of a sudden you just see him kind of walk back into shot, and then he's like, just kind of like playing with the ear. He's like, oh wait, can you hear me now? Kind of playing with it. It's like, oh, it's just creepy, but it's an awesome scene though.
Or like
just that type of suspension.
Yeah, or like Scarface. Speaking of chainsaws.
Oh, there you go.
I like
that scene when I was younger and watched it, that kind of that shook me up a little bit. But again, like, you don't see the guy getting his leg chopped off. You just see a blood splatter across the tiles, and the guy saying, "Now's the leg." So it's so it's scary because you don't see it, and you let your mind envision what the hell is going on, and that's even more terrifying.
That's even worse. Yeah.
And I kind of want to say the start of that probably Psycho.
Yeah,
if you remember the shower.
Said,
I think it was. Yeah, I think that was the start of it right there with the whole shower scene. Just because you don't see him.
That stuff.
Yeah, he used a lot of that, just kind of visual cues, and he's not showing you the actual event, but he's showing you bits and pieces of it, and it just kind of made it worse, because it just takes your mind into different places. So it's really, really interesting how they do that. A lot of those directors did that.
Yeah, it takes your mind into wherever your mind goes. It can be, the word, it can be a different, different for everybody, a different layers of terror, depending on your take of that scene. It's crazy. You know what's crazy is that guy that with the chainsaw. I think he's like a Dominican guy, right?
I can't remember.
Or I think he played a Dominican guy, right? They were the Dominicans. Like that guy, I think his name
was it Dominican or Cuban?
No, so Scarface is Cuban, right? And the whole thing's about the Cuban drug dealers, right? But they go to meet these actually Colombians. Meet the Colombians.
Yeah, because of the cocaine. Yes, there you go. That makes sense.
Get the yayo. Hey, don't forget the yayo. Yeah. That dude is actually a cool piano player. I met that guy once a couple times.
The guy with the chainsaw.
The guy with the chainsaw. He's not an actor. He's a salsa piano player. I jammed with him a couple times. Yeah,
wow.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Nicest dude in the world. Nicest dude in the world.
How did he get the role in the movie?
Just from playing, like he would play like restaurants and stuff, and then he met because in the area that we were playing in, he played a lot of Hollywood shows, and he played a lot of places in where was it, at Glendale and stuff like that. I think he just met somebody that was like, hey, I don't know. He just kept talking. He's a nice guy. When you meet him, you just want to hang out with him. So he's just like a super nice guy. So I think just from him being who he is, and just so when he would jam with us, he would bring his jacket from the set. It said Scarface, and he
that's cool.
He played the most beautiful salsa piano and like boleros, and it's great. Wow. It was awesome. So it was cool to play with him. Have that opportunity before he passed to play with him. He was awesome. That was crazy. And he was in what was he? What other movie was he in? With Al Pacino too. And
was it one of the Heat or Godfather or any of those?
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way. That's
Oh,
right.
there you go.
Yeah, he was in Carlito's Way. Yeah, that was crazy.
Hmm.
Damn. Yeah. So that stuff. That's just. That's just. What's your favorite? What's your favorite type of stuff to do, Katie? When it comes to special effects makeup, do you like doing realistic, like death type stuff, or do you like? Because you've done some stuff. Let me show you here some of the stuff. Let me go back to Pumpkin.
So
Pumpkin
like
FX.
like
you-
trauma makeup versus like monster zombie.
Yeah, like do you like the realistic stuff, or you like the zombies, the alien type stuff, the more fantasy type stuff? Which one do you like best?
I like both equally. My big
Oh,
thing
wow.
is always just to try to make everything look as realistic as possible. So, you know, I use a lot of, you know, foam, especially for the monsters and the zombies, a lot of like foam latex prosthetics. And
Wow.
foam is not always easy to create a realistic like skin texture, for example. So
Sure.
my goal is always to make it look like it's not just a piece of foam painted, that it's actual like skin, you know, rotting flesh. So
Nice, realistic, exactly. I mean, look at this guy. He looks like that's a legit gunshot wound right there. That's crazy.
yeah.
That's insane. But there was like
And
this. Go ahead.
I was just going to say too, some of the stuff is like prosthetic makeup with either, you know, like encapsulated silicone prosthetics or foam latex prosthetics. But some of the stuff is what we call out of kit effects. So that's essentially effects makeup that you do on the fly. So you don't have like a prosthetic, like you either, you know, use something like, you know, like it's a two-part like silicone product. Like there's a gunshot wounds. I used that product there, but it's essentially you do it like on the spot. You don't have like pieces that you've pre-made or you know, that you're putting on someone's face. You're doing it kind of old school, I guess you could say.
Wow, crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Crazy. Awesome. That's insane. Cool. You have any more questions, Ramon?
I'm thinking.
Real quick, I gotta go.
I'm thinking.
Manager's
Oh,
coming.
I've got my Exorcist shirt on. I don't know.
Oh,
if
you
let's
do?
see. Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's where she's laughing. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Hell
met her
yeah.
once. Where did I meet her once?
You did?
Actually, I met her twice. Yeah, because my brother's a huge horror guy too. Like me and my family are big horror fans, and the person that got us into it was our mother. Our mom's the one that got us into horror.
Okay.
My dad hates horror, so whenever we have a horror movie going on and watching, he goes, "Okay, I'm out. I gotta go and do some stuff," and then we'll just stay and watch. And my mom's just like, "Oh, this is fun." Like she's like very like, "Oh, this is like a child nature about her, just like she just loves watching these type of movies. It's like a little roller coaster, not like a big one but like a small one, and she's like, oh cool, wow, oh her head fell off, oh well, like one of those. So we'll start watching all sorts of movies and this crazy thing, but yeah, like that's pretty much how we got into it, and my brother's the one that's kept up with it. I mean, like his I actually have it right here. Hopefully he's not watching, which I doubt he's watching. But his Christmas present is that.
Oh,
What? The Nun.
nice.
So he doesn't have this one yet, but he has tons of Exorcist toys and collectibles and all sorts of craziness. But I mean, we get into it so much. He loves watching. There's a specific app. He always tells me to go watch it. He goes, "Oh, have you seen this movie?" No, I haven't seen it yet. You know, like I gotta do stuff. Like, oh, get on my app and just watch it. It's the horror movie one, Thriller or Triller. I forget which one it is.
It's an app?
Yeah, it's like a horror movie app. It's all horror movies and shows.
Like
Oh,
Shudder?
sweet.
Is it Shudder?
Shudder. Thank you. Yes,
Ooh.
Shudder. So he's always
Wow.
on there watching everything, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is awesome. It's like some of it's really cool, but some of them I'm like, eh.
Have you
It's
watched
like
the films?
Which one?
Have you watched the series called Cursed Films on
I
Shudder?
have not.
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
You gotta check that out. There's some pretty crazy stories on set, like pretty scary shit that's happened.
Is this like real life, or is this just like mockumentary type thing?
So no, it's a documentary, and it
Oh,
each
okay.
episode is a certain film.
Oh, so is this like kind of like the Curse of the Poltergeist movie set?
Yeah.
That type of thing?
For example, is like The Crow, you know,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
It's an interesting series. I highly recommend it.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I've seen a lot of them. I don't know if they're gonna just repeat. Like, I want to hear new information. That's pretty much what I'm looking for now, because I've pretty much heard a lot of the stories and I've heard them over and over and over. Like the Poltergeist one, I've heard that so many times, and I'm like, I don't know if there's anything else new that's come out of that I can learn from it anymore. You know what I mean? It's pretty much a rehash.
Some of it,
But no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, some of the episodes are more like, you know, was there paranormal stuff going on? Was this an actual first set? But then some of the other episodes focus on just really scary things that actually that actually happened. That, you know, wasn't necessarily a ghost. But I mean, I don't know if you've heard about what happened on the set of The Twilight Zone. You probably have.
Is this the one with the helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's with John Landis, wasn't it? He was directing that, I think.
Yeah.
He was the director on that. Yeah, that scarred him for life.
I would imagine it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you move past something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
But that's I gotta check it out now.
A lot of things used to happen on Poltergeist too, on the sets of Poltergeist. Remember the
Oh,
Poltergeist
really,
movie?
Ray? Tell me about it. We haven't just been talking about it for the last 5-10 minutes.
Well, I missed it because I was talking
I'm just kidding. What was I gonna say? Do they? Okay, so question now for this series. Did they ever talk about the 3 Men and a Baby? I always wonder. Yeah, that little ghost boy that's in there.
Oh,
no, I don't know. Maybe maybe they'll cover that one on another season.
Which is pretty funny. I'm like, I mean, that was the only thing that was really the occurrence there. But it's not even a ghost. It was a cardboard cutout, they were saying.
Yeah. You know what? I think another one is The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, the hanging of the yeah, I heard that too.
What?
But I have seen the actual footage, like enhanced in it, and it looks like animals. Have you seen that? Have you seen it? There's an actual enhanced version. Like they actually take. Some people have actually. There's a whole side of YouTube where they take all these old theatrical films, the actual film themselves, and they reconvert it in HD. So it's like a full conversion, and a lot of these people have like all these films that non-released, and so on and so forth. But some of it, like that one, somebody actually took that scene. They didn't do the whole movie. I mean, I'm sure they did it for themselves, but they took that scene and they blew it up into like 4K and they show it, and it doesn't really look like it looks more like an animal. It's weird. It's weird. It's like still questionable.
But
yeah, there was a
floating like back and forth.
Yeah. So what they were saying was it llamas or ostriches back there or something? I forget what it was, but that's what they were saying, that those animals were in the back, and one of them was just moving back and forth, and it made it look like it. Yeah, but it still hasn't, because of its lore about it and everything. I don't think it's ever been really super confirmed about it.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, I mean, that was just from what I've read and what I've seen, like just a crazy set. Like, I mean, that was way back in the 30s. I mean, things were so much different back then.
Yeah,
they could get away with a lot more back then.
Oh yeah.
But just like the woman, Hamilton was her first name, but who played the Wicked Witch? She had like
the makeup.
Yeah. That she was doing the stunt where she falls down through the floor. And there are pyrotechnics, and she was severely burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the makeup she was wearing was very, very highly flammable.
Really, all of the makeup they were wearing was really highly flammable.
Yeah. Back in the day, I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it one bit. Jeez. It's crazy. Yeah.
It was all oil based.
Yep.
It was very heavy, very bad.
I do remember that. That's crazy. Very, very crazy.
That's insane. Well, before we get off, Katie, what I want to talk about, talk to me about, like I was talking about with the kids, they're trying to learn. If there's somebody on that's trying to learn how to do special effects makeup, and they're delving into it. What does it take to actually get to that point where you can actually be on camera, where you can actually be filmed, where it's stuff, doesn't look too rookie style? It looks really, really good, like yours.
I think there's a definite benefit to getting training. I mean, going to school for sure, but I feel like school will give you a good foundation, but then it's up to you to practice on yourself, practice on your friends, and also just as far as getting these opportunities, getting these jobs, networking and hustling, and being available when something comes up, take it, because you never know, like that director or producer that you worked with might have another project on the go and they might bring you on. So the more people you can work with and the more experience you can get, not only is that gonna open up lots of doors of opportunity, but with more experience you'll just get better and better. You'll get a better eye for detail and that kind of thing. So just get out there and do it as much as you can.
Nice. Great advice. Networking, get out there and get that experience. That's the way to do it. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. You have any other questions, Ramon?
No, I'm good.
Good to go.
I definitely want to check out that show though.
Yeah, Cursed Films. I binge watched it. It was
Cursed
Films. I'm gonna have to do that.
Where do you see it? Is it on Netflix or what?
Shudder.
It's gonna have to be after Doctor Who though, because I gotta catch up on Doctor Who.
Yes. Yeah.
Cursed Films. Oh my god, that's scary.
Because I don't know if you heard. Do you watch Doctor Who, by the way?
Huh?
Do you watch Doctor Who, by the way?
I don't, but okay. I know of it.
Okay, no spoilers, but this next Doctor, it's a big changer again, and I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. It's going in a cool direction.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool practical effects in that too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a show called Glow Up, which is on Netflix. And on one of the episodes, the contestants go to the set of Doctor Who, and the department head, I guess it's the key prosthetics gal, she comes out and gives them their challenge, which involved like putting on a prosthetic on.
Nice. Like one of the aliens or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That's super cool.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Cool. So what's next, Katie? What's next for you? What you got to promote anything? You got anything going on? What's coming up next?
Well, stay tuned. I'm going to be posting a lot more content just because it's Halloween and I've got so much stuff that I haven't posted. Nice. So stay tuned for some cool Halloween makeup. And also stay tuned for more nail content because I'm just in the process of hopefully starting out my own business, and so I'm going to be doing monster stuff, but nail stuff as well. So stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Stay tuned.
When worlds collide, I like it.
Yeah, dude. From nails to horror films to all the different special effects stuff to fashion, you got it all going on.
Done a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Katie, thank you so much for coming on the Twitch show with us, hanging out with me and Ramon. I appreciate your time.
Yes,
you are amazing,
Katie.
My girl.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
Good. Guys, follow Katie Minnis on Pumpkinhead.
Minnis.
Katie Minnis. I'll get that right. I'm going to get that right now. Watch this. Katie Minnis.
Hold on. Let me see if I'm looking at right. Ray, come on now. You got this.
I'll
get it right. Get it right.
Okay, one more time.
Dude.
One more time.
Just one more.
Okay, one more. Here we go.
One more.
Ladies and gentlemen, please follow Katie Minnis on Instagram. You can check her out on Instagram, pumpkinhead_FX. Also, she's got the KM, the KM polish?
KM.makeup.art.
KM.makeup.art.
Pop it in the chat, Ray. Pop it in the chat.
Yeah, let me find that. Pumpkinhead. No stuff. Here's a Pumpkinhead stuff right here.
But there's my handles are on all of my pages, so you can find whichever one of my pages you want.
Let me pop it in here, show the pop-up. There it is in the chat. If you guys want to see that, Pumpkinhead_effects arts as well. And all the links are on that page as well. Again, Katie, thank you so much. Ramon, thank you for being a great co-host as well. It's been another.
I was quiet. It was nice. I was just like,
show.
I was quiet.
And who wins the clap?
Sorry. We're giving away a prize, right? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's do a contest. No, it's not for a clap. I was gonna give away a sticker. How about that?
Oh, what?
One of my stickers.
Ramon Work sticker?
Yes, it just got delivered. By the way, I gotta go get it in my mailbox, but it's out there.
Boom.
I'll put it in the mail. Who wants one? You know what? I'm
wants
just gonna
one?
give one to every single person on this chat right now.
Nice. That's Mr. Corona painting polish.
Perfect.
And
Well, I'm already painting polish. I'm already putting one in your box, so you got yours.
there you
Because
go.
she won. She ended up winning one. She ended up winning a. Well, yeah. There's a guy on my channel named Diablo del Oro, and he destroyed my channel. But painting polish got some free stuff. So from places unknown, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
There's a lot of special effects on my channel as well.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, Ramon does a show on Mondays, Wednesdays,
and Fridays. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing horror movie night, but it's not so horror movie though. Every Friday nights we do movie nights.
Scary enough for me.
On chat. Yeah. Well, no, Ray, you'll be able to watch it. We're watching Teen Wolf. I'm going to keep it a little light.
Ooh,
Oh,
So
my
we're watching.
box. Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, do you remember the scene at the end of the movie?
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen the movie. No, I haven't seen the movie in years and years and years. Like
Okay. Well, we'll discuss that at the end of the movie tomorrow because it's a pretty funny scene that was left in the movie, and everybody's like, "Wait, so who was this guy?"
Yeah.
So very interesting. It's gonna be fun.
Dang. If you can guess what that scene was, what special part of the movie that is, put it in the chat. And
Painting polish will know. She always
Painting
knows.
polish, you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is. That killer scene at the end of Teen Wolf. Tomorrow night, Teen Wolf movie on Prime with Ramon Works on the Ramon
Yes, sir.
Works channel. Make sure you follow Ramon Works as well. And Katie Minnis from Canada, nail tech makeup artist, as well as makeup special effects artist from movies that you and I all watch. And we.
Oh, I'm gonna be looking for those movies.
You
I wanna
looking
check
for
them out.
movies? Yeah,
Look
up-
very good.
I think it's on Discovery Plus. Urban Legend. It's an Eli Roth show. That's
Urban Legend. That sounds
Yep.
familiar.
Urban
Actually,
Legend.
I have heard of that. Isn't that a older film?
no.
is that a newer
it's,
film?
It's a new series.
Oh, it's a new series.
Yeah.
Is it based on the movie Urban Legend?
No, it's about each episode is like an urban legend story. So just to give you an example,
Oh,
one of the episodes is about a girl who buys a dress for prom, but as soon as she
Nice.
puts it on, she starts feeling sick, and
What?
she's. I'm not going to give it away, but yeah, just
Oh man,
The dress.
I'm gonna have to tell you the movie. No, it's not a movie. It's more of a short film idea that I had. I think I told Ray about it. It was a horror
Oh,
movie
yeah.
one too.
It's a scary
Yeah.
movie.
It is. Ray's all like, don't tell me about this. I'm getting scared already. I was like, but I'm just telling you the synopsis of my story. It has. I'll just make a quick shortened synopsis. It has to do with YouTube and a very tired old worker.
Ooh.
Me.
oh.
It's really good
Oh.
actually.
Has to do with you. All right,
Yeah.
Crazy.
Does he get sucked into the screen? Like does
No, I don't like
not
doing
like
those
the
type
ring?
of things. No. But stuff does happen around them, and it gets pretty gnarly.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it gets pretty gnarly. So I'm hoping to shoot that soon. We'll see.
Man, get it done. So
Stay tuned. Stay
You got a
tuned.
special effects makeup artist right there that can.
Oh yeah, she can give me tips. Yeah,
Come
give me
back
those
to
tips.
California.
Yeah, come back to Cali.
Yeah,
That's
for
awesome. How'd you like
sure.
the weather
For
out here,
sure.
Katie?
Yeah.
Man, that's how'd you like the weather when you were out here?
Well, the weather, it was lovely. It was. It's only about, I think, right now, it's above 0 Celsius here, but it's cold. Yeah, it's cold here.
Freezing in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Above 0?
Yeah.
What part of Canada? Toronto area?
Toronto.
Okay.
Toronto, where all the films are done. That's the film
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, that's where I was supposed to go after my film, and I'm like, no, I don't really want to go. I was like, I'm gonna just stay here and just do other things. I'm
Yeah.
kind of done.
Yeah.
You could have been in
Canadian
Canada,
winters-
eh?
It's gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
You could have been in Canada, eh?
I could have been. My friend went up there, but I didn't. I was like, I'm cool. I was just getting married. I was like, that's not a good idea.
Ooh, that would have
Yeah.
not gone over well.
Yeah, not a good idea. So I'm like, no. I'm good.
Oh man. And here we are on Twitch, twitch.tv/RaceBlaze. Check us out next time. We'll be on next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday we'll be on with some executives from Nike, I believe, right, Ramon? And
What? Why are you asking me? I don't know.
And also,
I was like, what?
And also Wednesday night with Mr. Corona, your man, Mr. Corona, with all the crazy stuff from the small town of Corona there in California and Norco area. He is the man, the DoorDash madness with Mr. Corona. We'll see you there next Wednesday, guys. I got to go. The manager's pulling up at any moment now. I've got to leave. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Guys, happy Halloween.